Pọ́ọ̀tì.
Ibi tí òun àti ìyàwó mi ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìjà nù.
Pọ́ọ̀tì.
A ti rí inú.
Pọ́ọ̀tì àti ìyàwó rẹ̀ ń jà.
Ẹ pọ̀ so.
O ti fẹ́ fi rọ́ọ̀bà ayé mi jẹ́, yín yẹra fún ọ.
Eléyìí ibú. Ṣé Dàlámíà ọ jẹ́ ewu?
32 FM 94.9.
Oya gbọ́sẹ̀ o, ó ń dùn yùn gbà létí. 32 FM ló ń pè bí 94.9 ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ à ń fẹ̀rín gba gbogbo àgbáyé. Àwa fierce gan.
Àwa fierce gan, tọ́wọ́ ń wá. Àwa fierce gan.
My head's so far away.
Mornings are for dreamers.
I'm a dreamer, yes, I'm a dreamer.
The break of dawn for champions.
Champion, champion, champion,
On 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Give the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9. From motivationals
To news,
to sports and talk.
we'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
My head's so far away.
Mornings are for dreamers.
I'm a dreamer, yes, I'm a dreamer.
The break of dawn for champions.
champion, champion, champion,
On 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Give the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for starting with us on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. It's Break of Dawn newspaper review. My name is DELE ADEYANJU. I'm happy to be here this Wednesday morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE. We have the papers here, and I have the Guardian newspaper here, Premium Times, Daily Trust, and also Your Insight.
This morning I have the Daily Post, the Punch newspaper, and Vanguard newspaper. I'll take headlines from Daily Post newspapers. All right, I take headlines from Daily Post newspaper. First, judiciary court processes grounded in Akwa Ibom as Jusun begins strike. Again, gunmen burn down police station in Imo State. Free detainees. FRCN reporter Sunday Ogunyemi dies at 41. Ogun, judicial workers shut down courts. Force Hensas panel to change venue. Police rescue abducted Chinese nationals in Ogun. Imo prison break. Osinbajo hints on federal government's plan to rejig security architecture. Banditry. Zamfara residents rejoice over removal of IG Adamu by Buhari. Buhari in London, not Saudi Arabia. President is spreading propaganda. A mockery. Imo prison attack. Buhari government planning to kill Igbo agitators. Biafra group. NSAS or your judicial panel postponed sitting over death of permanent secretary. Journalists. Suspected kidnappers at ex-NDDC board member. Suspected kidnappers of ex-NDDC board member, other criminals arrested. Wife of late Yinka Odumaki makes clarification on husband's death. Akpabio's local government, ACN Udim, deserted as military sends bombardment to capture hoodlums. Governor Makinde threatens to expose those politicizing insecurity. More headlines from Daily Post newspaper this morning. COVID-19. Anambra vaccinates 22,800 residents. Oyo loses Justice Ministry PAMSEC. Badegeshi, Buhari's official driver, Afaka, is dead. Judiciary workers shut down courts in Rivers. Civil society groups decry loss in crude oil production. Calls for metering of oil pumped. Medical trip. Buhari not in London for prayers. Aisha Yesufu tells protesters. Masab accuses federal government of sponsoring attacks in Igbo land. Imo prison break. Defend yourselves against IPOB members. Uzo Dimma. Two more. CJN begs Jusun to call off court strike as meeting ends in deadlock. Finally, Nigeria's situation getting worse. Obasanjo laments fate of local governments.
From Daily Trust, they didn't even allow him return to Abuja. Twitter reactions to removal of IGP Adamu. They didn't even allow him return to Abuja. Twitter reactions to removal of IGP Adamu. Ganduje commiserates with Katsina fire victims. Donate 20 billion naira. After Daily Trust story, Buhari fires IGP Adamu over power management, escalating insecurity. A favoritism responsible for Nigeria's backwardness. Jonathan. What ex-IGP Adamu said on Imo attack before replacement. Military politicians responsible for the rot in local government. Ganduje slashes March salaries of political appointees by 50%. Things you should know about Baba, the BUK graduate appointed acting IGP. Another House of Reps member is dead. (2023) Atiku not qualified to be president. Malami 2023. Atiku not qualified to be president. Malami 2023 presidency. Ex-Afenifere leader, Southwest traditional ruler, back Tinubu. Edo 2020. Dare expresses satisfaction with COVID-19 compliance. Group endorses Murtala Nyako for APC national chair. Coach Musa unperturbed by Yimba's outstanding matches. NNPC signs 570 billion naira contract for PH refinery repair. Are they going ahead with it? Dele? They're still going ahead with that repair, right?
Well, they always have their way when they want to do something.
All right, I take the headline again. NNPC signs 570 billion naira contract for Port Harcourt refinery repair. Oshibajo absent as Dare opens 2020 National Sports Festival. COVID-19, youth task government, and adolescents health other groups. IMF projects 2.5% growth for Nigeria.
Okay, I move on to Punch newspaper. Residents blame bad road as gunmen abduct Ondo couple, 3 children. Kaduna killings continue, 8 dead, 4 church members abducted, 100 million naira demanded. Jonathan in Bauchi recalls 8 deserted him after poll loss. Fashionati, Ondo, monarchs declare support for Tinubu. Cultists kill men leaders, kidnap APC chieftain in Rivers. US classifies El Zakizaki wife as political prisoners. Panic as bombs eats gunmen's hideouts. Federal government goes after IPOB. You are not elected to complain of ex-leaders, Khan tells Buhari. Billionaires lists Dangote, Adenuga, Rabiu's wealth rises by $5.7 billion. NNPC targets 18-month completion, signs $1.5 billion Port Harcourt refinery repair contract. Stakeholders demand renewed onslaught against criminals. Baba replaces Adamu. Masob accuses federal government of sponsoring attacks on Southeast. WAEC releases 2021 exam results with 30.11% pass. More headlines from Punch newspaper this morning. Residents blame bad road. I took that earlier. And the family grieves as plumber falls to death inside police barracks. Guards shot as gunmen abduct 2 Chinese miners in Oshun. NDLEA arrests wanted drug baron in Nasarawa. And NMPC targets 18-month completion. Signed 1.5 billion Port Harcourt refinery repair contract. That's what I have from Punch newspaper this morning.
And from Premium Times, judiciary workers strike. Why I can't beg governors over judiciary's financial autonomy, CGN. Usman Alkali Baba, Nigeria's new acting inspector general of police. Judiciary workers strike, courts closed in Lagos, Kano, Benue, others. Nigeria's presidential task force on COVID-19 gets new role. Armed bandits attack 4 Kaduna communities, kill 8 people. Still from Premium Times, Nigeria receives 100,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccine from India. Twitter suspends Nigerian social media influencers' accounts. Again, gunmen abduct 2 Chinese expatriates in Oshun. How 19-year-old raped woman to death. In Kwara, NSCDC. Buhari loses driver. Okay, while we're going on strike, polytechnic lecturers. Let's see some more from Premium Times before we go to another paper. Why we have not joined strike, Edo judicial workers. Oshibajo Montino Senchukuma describes him as a friend and collaborator. Let's go to another paper.
Vanguard newspaper is next. Breaking: Buhari loses official driver. And also COVID-19, existing vaccines largely ineffective. Existing vaccines largely ineffective against new variants. Federal government. Yinka basking in the shadow that you cast Dr. Joe K. Odumaki and Kuka not preparing coup against Buhari. That's a statement from John Onaikon. I have never asked Eze Igbo to leave Calabar. Obong, ex-Kano lawmaker, Kofa, empowers 50 youth with digital innovation skills and insecurity. HOS harps on improved civil-military relations. Abia government reviews curfew to 8 p.m. includes Ohafia, Arochuku, and be above teachers in knowledge acquisition. Dawn tasks school proprietors. Finally, from here, I have a natural entrepreneur spirit. Okpala, that's a private investor there.
Let's see some more here. And from the Guardian newspaper, again, gunmen raise police station after VP sacked IGP visited Imo. Again, gunmen raised police station after VP sacked IGP visited Imo. Tanker accident causes gridlock in Oshodi Solo Expressway. I resisted nepotism in my appointment as president. Jonathan clarifies. We'll find out. Africa got only 11 million of world's 548 million COVID-19 vaccines, says WHO. Train passengers lament difficulty in accessing e-tickets. Federal government vows to bring Owerri attackers to justice. Still from The Guardian, it's now Buhari's turn to support Tinubu for 2023, say Ondo monarchs. Let's see another one. Judicial workers ground courts nationwide despite CGN intervention. More headline. Get bandits again set police division in Imo on fire. Who is doing all of this? We'll get to know. World Health Day. Federal government states tasked to address inequality, access to coverage. Let's go to the business side of The Guardian now. And from there, Dangote reiterates commitment to agri development. Stock market capitalization plunges by 78 billion naira. Risk removal and recycling for economic benefit. Okay, still from politics. Anambra governorship race amid Abga's divided house. Supreme Court judgments leave Ayade struggling to lead Cross River PDP. Indigo need not beg to clinch 2023 presidency, says Oaneze Youth Wing. That'll be all from The Guardian.
All right, just 6 headlines from the Independent newspaper. Why I rejected AD leaders' request to go to House of Reps in 1999. Odumaki Zulum visits Bama, directs 500 new homes at Nguro Soye. And the third, WAEC HNO Patrick Aragan's speech announcing WASI for private candidates. Also, 16 things you should know about acting IGP Usman Akali Baba. And finally, this morning, COVID-19 help disseminate truth, facts about vaccination. Professor Bayomi.
All right, from your insight before we go on a break, 2023 fashion routine endorses Tinubu's presidential bid. Are Musulumi Didamak visits spare parts markets to support traders with 5 million naira. Agbaoye Ibadan honor to undeserving or under-7, I beg your pardon. Agbaoye Ibadan honor to the under-7. That's from Wale Arishikola there. 2023 Fagade storms Lagalu local government unites APC stakeholders for victory. We go on a short break now. We'll be back with analysis.
Every day is another chance to do it all over again.
Get the best of starts on the break of dawn. 32 FM 94.9.
Honey, must you go?
Babe, you know I must. Besides, you can always video call me.
Hey, what if your battery runs out?
I've got my power bank.
Hey, and when your power bank runs out?
Babe, I've got my laptop.
Okay, wait. What if your data runs out?
Babe, you know we never run out of data.
Never run out of data with Airtel Home Broadband Unlimited Ultra plans. Enjoy unlimited data with no speed cap plus extra data daily, so you never have to worry about running out. Visit www.airtel.com.ng/HBB to get started.
Babe, but I just left the house.
Yes, honey. It's video calling all the way.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey, now your house be this. It shock you. Enter kitchen, make I show you my double door fridge. You never see anything, no. How una take manage am? New house, new fridge. I beg show me the road, oh. Hey, my sister. Now landlord wahala na carry me go discover Adron Homes and Properties, oh. Adron Homes and Properties. Now real estate company, we get integrity. I beg talk to me. My husband come to give me money, oh. Before you know, no. We don't own our own home. Adron Homes come give us key, give us fridge. Everything just change for us. Hey!
Yes, so you selfie top up your family fund this Easter with only 25,000 naira initial deposit. Constantly spread your balance between 12 to 36 months with plenty gift way buckle for grab. Oh yeah, sharply call Adron Homes on 0703 040 2305 or 0803 394 8424.
As the best man, I'd like to give a toast. But first, I have a few things to say. The money they are spraying the couple is reducing. It seems some people have rubbed glue under their shoes to pack it.
Clearly, he's been watching Comedy Nights or maybe My Siblings and I on Africa Magic Urban, DSTV channel 153. Now, you too can get inspired by our local entertainment. Get a HD decoder, dish, plus 1 month DSTV compact subscription for only 18,600 naira. Because great stories start on DSTV.
Music is food, music is love, music is wisdom, music is life, jaw. Which kind of music you dey like? Juju? Fuji? Hip-hop? Reggae? Rap? I woke up in the Makosa? Afro? Bang, bang. Akbala? Waka? Islamic, gospel, Awurebe, blues, you don't know what R&B. I've been just tungba. Oh yeah, tune in every Thursday afternoon from 3 to 4 p.m. on the special edition of What's Up Naija, where we they call Music Match. Music Match with Afudaba Balagba, the God on radio. Every Thursday, go to Make Brain. If you sabi music well, and you like music baje, tune in, enjoy, and chop a wolf gifts. You know Afuda now. Music Match, it go to red.
Thirty-two FM. Good morning to you. If you're just joining the radio dial, 94.9 frequency modulation. It's Fenye Station. My name is OLUTAYO. OGUNADE. Welcome again to the Break of Dawn newspaper review. We go straight to the analysis now. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Welcome once again. Don't forget we're live on YouTube this morning. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. 32 FM 949 Ibadan. That's our YouTube handle. In the studio this morning, we have Austin Jumu joining us for the analysis of the news. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Dele.
Good morning, Austin.
Tayo, good morning.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, the big story. Tayo always say, where do I see big stories? Well, it's a big story. Eventually, the IGP was not even allowed to go. He was what's the word again? He was let out, he was let go, and somebody else is in acting capacity. That's Baba. Is that how it should be?
The IGP left yesterday. He was not even allowed to return to from Owerri, where he went for on-the-spot assessment. He was not even allowed to return to his base.
Is that a fine way to end it?
I don't think it's the finest way to actually end it. Anybody can be sacked when there are challenges, especially as it borders on security. You know, we told the president at that time, I think precisely February 1st, that the IGP has actually put in his best. He has also retired, let him go and rest. Some people within the presidency at that time came up to insinuate that IGP can be in office at the prerogative of Mr. President, that he could, a suit was instituted against that process. The IGP and even the presidency, through the Attorney General of the Federation, made a representation that the IGP could even stay in office till 2023. You understand? So now the 3 months extension will lapse, I think, May 1st. He was not even allowed to stay in office till then. He has to go. Whether he has to go or not, that is the prerogative of Mr. President.
Was there something he did that probably infuriated the presidency?
Well, I do not know. It's a matter of time. In the days ahead, we might still have to get some revelation as far as his sudden sack was concerned. We actually wanted him to go by February, but nobody saw it coming yesterday, except maybe he has stepped on toes. But if you look at the general insecurity in the country, there have been a spike in cases in recent time that could necessitate the decision.
Or is it a comment he made somewhere?
I do not know. He has not really made any comments that suggests his bias or political.
But Daily Trust did a report, a particular story, and they said IGP Adamu, was not able to manage properly the police, police service of the nation, and also because of the escalating insecurity in the country.
Yes, if we look at the mismanagement of the police activities and what have you, there have been a lot of setback and issues since he became the IGP. The NSAS protest also happened under his watch. The presidency saw all of this at that particular point in time. They didn't see any reason to sack him. He even retired as a matter of age, something that is natural, and they decided to keep him as if he was the only Nigerian at that time that could hold that office. Even when the Police Act 2020 states that it's solely a member of the Nigerian police force that could be appointed as the Inspector General of Police, the president defied every public outcry and decided to extend his tenure. So for me, it's an inglorious way of ending a particular office. That is why you really have to be very careful when some people somewhere think that you are actually the best, that without you, there's nobody else. So it's a matter of history now. Another person has taken over. Another person has been appointed in an acting capacity. Of course, that appointment will take full effect after the ratification by the Council of State, and the Security Council, Police Council will also have to meet to look into that particular appointment.
Nigerians are saying, why Yobe State? Are there no personnel from Yoruba, from Igbo, from other groups in Nigeria? Why from Yobe State? Why from the north, east?
Yes, sincerely, I also share that sentiment too. When the service chiefs came on board, when the president changed the service chiefs, I said for a second consecutive time, the president omitted conspicuously the southeastern part of the country. Of course, when you talk about south, we have 3 geopolitical zones. North, we have 3 geopolitical zones. Whether we like it or not, these are things that we react to. The issue of religion, ethnic, and what have you, except we want to play to the gallery. That is why we begin to hear such language like, oh, we need competence, we need professionalism. There are always competent people everywhere within and around the country. So I felt that, let the appointment of IGP be made. Probably it will come from the southeastern part of the country. but there's a clause within the Police Act 2020 that states that the Inspector General Police office will have to be tenured for 4 years to avoid indiscriminate removal from office by the president. So if you also look at that, it's a factor. Then you also look at the factor, the person that has been so appointed is before his appointment used to be DIG. So we look at it, it is rare for a DIG to be picked as Inspector General of Police, except in very rare cases like the case of Solomon Arase, who an AIG, a very junior officer to him, Suleiman Abba, was made the Inspector General of Police. Jonathan at that time somehow didn't retire Arase. That was how he eventually became.
Did we just miss out on having a female IGP?
That is what it seems like, the way it looks now. I felt the president should have looked down south. But if you look at it from 1999 to 2010, 1999 was Musiliu Smith. He left office after the police strike, the popular police strike, I think in year 2002. From 1999 to 2010, it has been Musiliu Smith, the era of Okiro, Onovo, and what have you. So all of them, I think about 5 or 6 of them, we have like 2 Southerner. But from 2010 to date, we also 2010 to 2015, we also have a couple of Southerner. If you look at it across board, maybe from 1999, if you just oppose between now, I think it's almost like an equal share between the South and the North. But we feel definitely, because this will also fuel ethnic sentiment and biases across the country, whether we like it or not. Nigerians react to all of this. A lot of people feel that, the president should have looked down south. Look at the chief of army staff, for example. Look at the heads of the DMI, intelligence agency, and what have you.
Let's not allow the exit of Adamu take the shine of the appointment of D.I.G. Usman or Kali Baba. Who is he?
Yes, if you look at him, a very thoroughbred investigator, I will call him. He's a man for the very first time, a police commissioner, while he was in data, that believed that we could actually do policing with human face. I don't know whether you understand that comment. He brought human face to the police structure, especially in Delta State, and he left a footprint. Until his appointment, he was the DIG, in charge of intelligence, in charge of investigation, criminal investigation. So he has his track record. He already had master's degree before he was enlisted into the Nigerian police force. He read education first time, and he also read political science at some point. So he has what it takes in terms of professionalism, in terms of competence on how to chart the new way forward for the Nigerian police. Then he was the Commissioner of Police in Delta State. Today is the Acting Inspector General of Police. Let's see whether the human face he advocated for then will be brought to bear at this particular point in time, because we actually need a mix of a professional policing and also a policing that have human face. Human face in the sense that not every suspect is a criminal. Somebody can be suspected, and at the end of the day, you do thorough investigation and you give such a person a clear bill of health. We want to see a more committed police structure. We want to see Inspector General of Police that will repose the confidence of the people back into the police. Because as we speak now, there is this dichotomy between the people and the police. They are supposed to be the closest security structure to the common man, because they mediate in civil matter. On Sunday, I think Sunday or Saturday, there was a case at the police station, and the policeman said, "This is not NSASO. You better be careful. We are going to deal with you people." So that blood is still there, that psyche is still there. So we need a police reform that will actually look at some of these issues and bring to bear professionalism, competence, and a police that we can trust. A police that will see you and want to find out the truth, not a police that will see you and want to make money from you.
Are we going to get that spec of police in Nigeria?
Of course, through reform we could do that. Somebody even advocated that let police be turned into revenue generating agency. See, look at it this way. It's a school of thought.
Is it not at the moment?
If you
Except
look,
that the money is going into...
You understand what I'm making? In the UK, for example, when you are arrested, you are fined. Abi? The money gets into the coffers of the government. But in Nigeria, you are arrested, you are not fined, but you are extorted.
Okay.
So that is what we are looking at. Look at the Federal Road Safety, for example. If they don't want to extort you, they will tear a paper for you. You go and pay to the account of government. They can tear 2 papers in a day while they collect like 100 times.
Some of these payments are never captured by the TSA.
You understand? So we want a holistic reform of the Nigerian police. The truth of the matter is that we need a police that will be people-oriented, a police that will be people's-friendly, where an average Nigerian can walk into the police station and you are sure that you are going to get justice at the end of the day. Not a police that will turn a complainant to an accused. Not a police that will go for the highest bidder and they manipulate the case. A police that will stand and say, from our investigation, this is the truth. A police that will not go and take an innocent person on the street and swap for a criminal who has been in prison. So this is what we want in Nigeria, and it is doable. We can do it. We can achieve it. So we say congratulations to Akale. Let him repose the confidence back that yes, we can have a police that Nigerians can trust.
It's all borders on leadership. We see what Buba Marwa is doing at the NDLEA. So let's see how it goes. The Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, has signed a contract with a Milan-based company, Technomont Spa, for the rehabilitation of the 210,000 barrels per day Port Harcourt refinery company in Elebe, Rivers State. When we return from this commercial break, we'll look at this story.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh?
I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM.
I carry and give Shade yesterday, but you know they use them again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogonga will full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions dey.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
Hey, now your house be this. It shock you. Hey, Takichi, make I show you my double door fridge. You never see anything, no. How una take manage am? New house, new fridge. I beg, show me the road, oh. Hey, my sister. Now landlord wahala na carry me go discover Adron Homes and Properties, oh. Adron Homes and Properties, now real estate company. We get integrity. I beg, talk to me. My husband called to give me money, oh. Before you know, no. We don't own our own home. Adron Homes can't give us key, give us fridge. Everything just changed for us. Hey!
Yes, so you safely top up your family fund this Easter with only 25,000 naira initial deposit. Constantly spread your balance between 12 to 36 months with plenty gift way buckle for ground. Oh yeah, sharply call Adron Homes on 0703 040 2305 or 0803 394 8424.
Wait till you dey wait for. You no need to stress at all. Anybody don't dey for us. Make we jolly dey go. Even small pikin, mommy, daddy, better life for you. Oya brukututu komaro. Sisi eko abeg no dey slow. Taliban better life promo. You don dey for you. 30,000 worth of gifts for 50 people every week. No dey sit down for your seat. Grab the opportunity. Send it better life promo. Send it bank account. Send it better life promo. With minimum of 5,000 naira. Send it better life promo. Request it, send it debit card. Send it better life.
For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com/better life. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Are you ready?
look at the horizon, we see our followers. And as we keep looking, we are inspired to keep moving. To you all, we say thank you. For our followers on Facebook, you are the best. To those on Twitter and Instagram, we love you. And to our YouTube subscribers, we throw you salute. For those who are yet to join us on the flight, we know you are waiting. So catch us live on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at 32FM 949 Ibadan. And to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it is at 32FM 949 Ibadan. You are the real heroes. Once again, we say thank you.
32 FM 94.9.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, welcome back. The program is Breakdown Newspaper Review on 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan. Austin Ujumi is still in the studio doing analysis of the headlines. Tayo has a report.
Yes, the NNPC signs 570 billion naira contract for Port Harcourt refinery repair.
Yes, despite public outcry, we also look at the economic advantage of that particular refinery. Despite the fact that a lot of us felt that outright say, would have been better, or a kind of concession would have been a better arrangement by bringing in private investors. But the federal government defied all of that. Illogically, the contract has been signed, and that is what we are having, a whopping sum of 1.5 billion US dollars. The GMD NNPC Mele Kyari has come out to say that this will not be like the usual turnaround maintenance, that we should trust the government, that the spending on this refinery will be published, that there will be detailed accountability as far as the management and the spending on this project is concerned. I think the template they are looking at is retrofitting, a situation, retrofitting in a way that when there is machinery and equipment, you are trying to upgrade some of the equipment by bringing in some other equipment or some other parts that were not originally built into such facility. So in that analysis and discussion, it suggests that this refinery at the end of the day will work at optimal level. But I doubt if Nigerians will get value for money. Of course, some people might also want to call and say, let's give the government benefit of the doubt. I think we have given them a lot of benefit of the doubt in some sectors within the economy that the government has not been able to deliver. There is always this trust gap between the government and the people, because we have some set of politicians that will say something with the intention of not doing those things. They know that they won't do them, but they just make some of this proclamation. So for me, that project should have been shelved, but they are going ahead to look at it. Talk is cheap and talk is sweet. Like the NNPC GMD has said, cumulatively for a period of 20 years in Nigeria, we have spent over 24 billion US dollars on turnaround maintenance of our refineries. Over 24 billion US dollars on turnaround maintenance. Whereas to build a world-class refinery, it costs between 7 to 50 billion US dollars. And if you look at the duration of this maintenance, it's going to span between 44 months. The third phase is supposed to end in 44 months. That means this administration must have gone out of office. At what level will this government take this project to before they leave office? Because that matters. We may have a government that will want to revoke the contract. It's very much possible. So we have to know what we are doing so that we will not move a step forward and move 10 steps backward. We really want to get value for money. There have been a lot of argument, but government must convince the people beyond reasonable doubt that this is not going to be another white elephant project. More so for the fact that there is paucity of fund. We do not really have such amount of money to throw around at this particular point in time.
What's the capacity of that particular refinery?
If you look at the capacity, I think it's about 450 barrel per day, 450,000 barrel per day. It's supposed to be viable. I think it's one of the biggest in the whole country. But the problem is that some of this equipment, machinery are obsolete and they need replacement. And I feel sincerely, economically speaking, that the best management for those refineries are private investors, private managers. Let private managers come in. They will invest heavily into them and they will maximize their profit, get adequate returns on investment. But since government has said, oh, we are going ahead with it, you know, during the school feeding project, we cry on this platform that why feed these students that are on the lockdown, students that are at home. They said, no, we'll feed them. But later, we discovered through agencies of government that about 6 billion naira ended in a private account. So I hope we are not going to have such scenario as far as this is concerned.
All right, from your insight, 2023, Fashion endorses Tinubu's presidential bid. That is what we have here. The Yoruba leader, Pa Reuben Fashion on Tuesday endorsed a bid by Asiwaju Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress APC to succeed President Muhammadu Buhari. He spoke when Senators Dayo Adeyeye, Adesoji Akanbi and others led members of the Southwest Agenda 2023 SWAGA, a group working for the aspiration of Tinubu to his Akure home.
Yes, let's see how it goes. Paddy Faransi Fasuronti did that as an individual. I don't think he has spoken for
in private capacity.
Yes, in private,
not as a Afenifere group.
Not as a Afenifere group. As we know, Afenifere can't even make any statement now. Their spokesperson is dead. Not that they lack a credible one to make statement. Of course, they are to in a tribute mood, in a mourning period, mourn him sufficiently. Of course, yesterday I read the statement that they are going to organize a befitting burial for him. So when you speak in private capacity, it's different from an organization. They paid him a visit and he had no choice that, oh, we want you to support our candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And he said he's eminently qualified to hold the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, as we all know, he's no longer the supreme leader of Afenifere. He voluntarily stepped down for his deputy, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, to take over. During the holidays too, Tinubu was also with Pa Ayo Adebanjo, and I'm very sure it has nothing to do with politics, just to commiserate with him for the loss of an illustrious son in the Yoruba land and the nationalists for that matter. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Politics is already ongoing underground. At the end of the day, we'll see how it goes. So not Afenifere that has endorsed Bola Tinubu. It is Pa Reuben Fasuronti. And you don't go to an elderly man's house and he tell you to go away. That is the way it works. That is why Kabiyesi's, Obas, Emirs, they will always endorse every candidate, even they know in their heart that I don't support this candidate. But when you come, they will give you their blessings.
All right. Do we open the phone lines right now? Yes, the line to call is 0906 200949. We have a lot of headlines, but we could only talk about three or thereabouts this morning. 0906 200949. That's the number to call to be a part of the conversation this morning. It's 32 FM.
Yeah. Good luck, Jonathan said he resisted nepotism in his appointment.
That is not entirely correct. I think he was speaking about Bauchi State that he never knew Bala Mohammed before.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Falodo calling from Port Paidodo. Good morning, Mr. Sir. See, on this issue of giving the government the benefit of that on the family, I doubt it. Whether I can shift anything, it's another way, another way of taking resources of this country. That is where you are looking at it. Then on this issue of Mr. President not appointing Yoruba or this, people should try as much to go and study the hierarchy of Nigerian police. 70% of it belong to the northern part of the country, and there's no way Mr. President can jump from that place to come and even use Yoruba commissioner as a IG. So that's what really happened. Thank you. Good morning.
Well, thank you, Mr. Falodo, for calling. Austin,
can he jump? Something? Of course, he can jump. this is on a rare occasion where a DIG will be appointed. I know this Akali will have it at the back of his mind that he will never become the IGP.
Oh, okay. 0906 200949, 0906 200949.
All right, accusing IPOB by the federal government of blowing grammar by few analysts condemning attackers without dwelling on the root cause of injustices that is increasing under the present government is an act of hypocrisy. Why did Buhari government not bring tough, why did not go tough on killer headsmen and call them terrorists? No way out until there is justice. This is from Fagbemi. All right, Mr. Fagbemi will go there. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Austin, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
John from Ibadan. Equal right and justice is what will settle issues. There is no two ways about that. Please, Austin, I want you to tell me what Malami said about Atiku, not qualified to be president. Please, I want you to just say something about that. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Let's see. Another one. Austin will react. Good morning. To me, President Buhari has nepotism and lopsided appointments across all federal institutions where all other ethnic nationalities are treated as second citizens is mainly responsible for the increased agitation for the breakup of Nigeria. Who wants to be a slave in his own country? Daniel Okereke from Okechino.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Adeyanju, your mother from UI. And you can see what people have been saying since all these days about, you see people agitating from different regions. It's because of what happened yesterday. Another appointment goes to the north again. Go to customs, go to everywhere, sensitive positions, even security sector of the country, in the north. And unfortunately, people that we have here in the south, because of to retain their own office, most of them to become governor for second time, they are silent. And what I know is that this government will finish, all of them will return to this house. That is time we will now deal with all of them. Let them continue to support nepotism and someone who is ruling government of tribalism. Look at what has happened yesterday now. Another thing goes to the north. Is that there is no southerners again. Everything you see goes to custom, goes to everything. If you want to arrest in southerners, northerners, you cannot do that. Let's have the best.
Austin, is it truly everything?
I think most things. There is high level of agitation in the land. I think by now the president should look for a way to balance some of the imbalances in terms of inequality in appointment. Someone talked about Atiku, what Malami said. There's this suit in the court challenging the nationality of Atiku. Malami was joined in that suit, and in his own response, he said Atiku should be disqualified.
Because he's not a Nigerian by birth.
Yeah, that is not a Nigerian by birth. Let's see how that goes. The case is still pending before the court. I believe that someone who can be vice president is also eligible to be president of the country.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Olufemi from Oyo. Now, I just want us to know that anybody that makes peaceful change of government impossible will make violent change of government inevitable. Now, we can see what people are saying. And now, even yesterday when we were talking about Nnamdi Kanu staying outside and he was giving dictates to come to Nigeria, he cannot come to Nigeria. If Abiola had stayed outside Nigeria and was giving instructions to Nigeria, he would have still been alive. And the same thing now that is happening. You can even see there are many other seniors to this person. And people are still, we can even see how everything is now being allocated to the north. By the time people refuse to allow people to come to referendum, this agitation of regionalism will surely come to existence by force because the president is not doing anything in favor of Nigeria. Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. We'll quickly take a break for some messages. When we come back, we resume with the calls.
Yẹ̀ló ìkéde pàtàkì lélẹ́yìí o fún ẹ̀yin oníbàárà wa ọ̀wọ́n.
ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àṣẹ láti NCC. Iléeṣẹ́ MTN yóò máa so nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ yín ìyẹn National Identification Number NIN pẹ̀lú àwọn àkọsílẹ̀ síìmù tẹ́ ti pèsè tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ kó lè rọ̀ yín lọ́rùn. Ọ̀nà méjì tí ò laniláàgùn rèé o láti ṣe. Ìkíní, wọnú My MTN app lọ. Ìkejì, tẹ *785*NIN# tí o kò bá ní nọ́mbà ìdánimọ̀ NIN lọ sí www.nimc.gov.ng láti ṣàwárí ojúde ìforúkọsílẹ̀ tó súnmọ́ jùlọ. Àmọ́ tó o bá ti forúkọsílẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n tí o kò rántí NIN rẹ, tẹ *346# pẹ̀lú nọ́mbà tó fi sílẹ̀ nígbà tó ń ṣe ìforúkọsílẹ̀. A kò fẹ́ láti já ọ kúrò lórí ìlà MTN o. Ẹ ṣeun fún sùúrù àti ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ yín èyí tí à ń retí.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
See how much it now looks better. Golden pennies and Movita. New look, the same great taste. Golden pennies and Movita. Because it's easy to swallow and not too heavy. The same great taste, easy to make. Golden pennies and Movita. See how much it now looks better. Golden pennies and Movita. Natural ingredients. Golden pennies and Movita. You're so full. Pennies and Movita. See now the brand new look. Mama says I'm Movita. See now the same great taste. See now the golden penny. See now the golden penny.
láti gòkè àgùnlà láyé èèyàn nílò ìtọ́sọ́nà ẹni tó mọ̀nà débi àṣeyọrí. FMH International HR àwọn ni gbajúgbajà akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ alárinà tó mọ ojúlẹ̀jà bá ti ń tọ́ni sọ́nà finimọ̀nà nípa bí gbogbo òǹwáṣẹ́ ṣe lè pàdé àwọn òǹgbanisíṣẹ́ pàápàá jùlọ láwọn orílẹ̀-èdè tó wà lókè òkun.
FMH International HR alábàáṣepọ̀ gidi ni wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú àjọ oníwádìí ìjìnlẹ̀ àgbáyé tá a mọ̀ sí United Nations Volunteer Research Group láti jùmọ̀ tọpinpin wàhálà táwọn ọmọlẹ́yìn kojú nídìí ìgbìyànjú ajé lọ sílẹ̀ òkèèrè ìyẹn ọ̀rọ̀ tó jẹ mọ́ international migration àti international labour activities.
ǹjẹ́ o tiẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o nílò ìmọ̀ tó jinlẹ̀ dáadáa nípa ìlànà à ń tẹ̀lé láwọn pápákọ̀ òfurufú tó fẹ́ gbà sọdá sílẹ̀ òkèèrè. lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ bá a ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí United Nations Volunteer Research Group pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ FMH International HR ń ṣe research lórí ẹ̀dùn ọkàn àti ìpèníjà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní. questionnaires táwọn òṣìṣẹ́ FMH bá fún yín lágbègbè yín lẹ́yìn ṣàlàyé ìrírí yín sí.
fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ kàn sí wọn ní 3rd and 9th floor Cocoa House Dùgbẹ̀ Ìbàdàn.
telephone 0817 4444 627
àti 081 68 73 7222.
It's the Smart Kids Show!
Smart Kids, are you ready to have a happy moment on radio, learning, and at the same time having fun?
How many sevens can we get in 49?
That would be 7.
All right. By how much is 55 more than 33?
55 more than 33. 22.
If you share 16 coconuts among 4 people, what will each get?
4.
That's interesting. How many threes are there in 18?
20.
And the king had 15 horses. Share amongst 5 people.
3.
Okay, that's interesting. We got a winner this morning.
Then join Auntie Yellow on 32 FM 94.9, Mondays to Fridays, 7 a.m.
Smart Kids Show. Let us learn, unlearn, and relearn.
Guy, what's in the make you scatter house like this, eh? I beg, you help me see my Airtel SIM. I carry and give Sade yesterday, but you know they use him again now.
Yay! You don't carry my bonus gift landlord picking. Now today you go pack out.
On top Airtel SIM?
Yes, so if you don't reach 15 days where you never use your Airtel SIM, go find them now. Because why? Ogonga full on top of. Hey, get 2,000 naira airtime plus extra 200 MB for just 200 naira. The more you recharge, the more you are woofo. To begin enjoy this awoof, just dial *241*7#. Terms and conditions, Joe.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
32 FM 94.9. Filling the world with laughter.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
This is Oluyede from Elele.
All right, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Austin. Please, I just want you to throw light into something for me, which I don't really understand. The IG, after finishing his tenure, he's supposed to retire. You gave him 3 months. 2 months and some days to it. You said he's not capable. How is it now that we know that he's not doing right? That's the number one thing. Then about this refinery of a thing that they insisted on awarding this contract. Nigerians have said they don't need it, and they refuse doing it. I want to ask you one question, General, concerning these two issues. Why is it most of these things, when they come up, is when the president is not in the country? Please, can you throw light into it for me? Have a nice day.
Right. Thank you. Austin.
Yeah, the president was in the country when 1.5 billion was approved for the Port Harcourt refinery. I think it's just this one that the president is not around, that of the IGP. We have known the president operates by proxy. Most of the time, even if he were to be around, we will not hear him speak to us. He will speak through a third party.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody there.
Good morning.
Go
on, Shagun.
Since 1999 to today, there is no president that did not prefer his kinsman juicy appointment. Also said that from 1999 to 2015, IGP are from the south. This is time of the north. If Austin is the president of this country, the people that he trusted, he will appoint them as security chief. Let's focus on the state also. Check on your state. The juicy position of everything in your state from Ibadan. Now, everything from the state to the federal. Everybody is favoring his own people. If I'm there tomorrow, I will favor you.
Are we accepting this as a standard? Shagun. Hello, Shagun.
Yes.
Are we accepting this as a standard?
Oh, forget about standard in Nigeria. We are all tribalistic, man. And the president is our body. Everybody in Nigeria. We favor our people. If I am favoring their people, go and check the appointment in your state. Every juicy appointment in your state is from Ibadan, from 1999 to today. Have a nice time.
All right. Thank you. The other time, Jonathan spoke about nepotism and how his appointments were devoid of things like this. But Atiku also accused Goodluck Jonathan some time ago of being nepotic.
You know, in my comment, I said Goodluck Jonathan's comment was not entirely correct. He spoke only on the issue of Bala Mohammed, who was of the ANPP at that time. But somebody he said his government does not believe in you must know somebody. But somebody brought Bala Mohammed to him. David Mark brought Bala Mohammed to Goodluck Jonathan. It's not that he fell from the sky. I know of a particular appointment during Jonathan, a CMD of a teaching hospital very close to us there. He saw the name. He said, I've worked with this person somewhere in University of Port Harcourt before. Is it the same person? I don't want to mention his name. Go and call him for me. When he saw him, he said, you are a so person. He got the appointment. Despite the fact that former President Olusegun Obasanjo and the outgoing CMD at that time had a different candidate. So we have always had a nepotic government, but we need to detribalize.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
Yeah. This is Ade. I'm calling from Monia.
All right.
Yeah, there are things I've been seeing. Where is it that whenever the president goes for his head vacation, things always turn around for the better in that Aso Rock? It has been a contrasting issue whether this IG to go or not to go. The first time in his two previous visits, you see the turnaround in that Aso Rock when the second man was in charge. Now he left not some days back. The man that never wanted to leave that
What are you insinuating, Abe?
Okay, what I'm trying to say is there is mystery in whenever Nigeria say this is supposed to be done, the president is not around, it's not available. That thing always happens. Nigerians don't understand what I'm trying to say. During his two visits, the other man that was that never wanted to go, he was removed. Before he came, the second man in command, there are a lot of actions he took, which was for the benefit.
Okay, thank you. He says Nigerians understand what I'm trying to say. I don't know if Tayo understands what he's trying to say. But
we need the detribalized president. We must create balance from time to time. Somebody justified the fact that Ibadan has the largest appointment in Oyo State. not because the governor is always from Ibadan. It's because of the size of Ibadan. So we can't use any wrong to correct another wrong. So we must be very careful.
All right, thank you, Austin, for being part of the show today. I'll see you some other time. My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Enjoy your day.
And I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE. Good morning.
FM 94.9.